It took me 5 years to go from feeling completely stuck, carrying 70 pounds of unnecessary weight, and having zero control over my body. Now I'm running a successful business and I maintain my healthy lifestyle, but if I had known what I know now, I would have been able to do it in less than a year. Over the last few years of coaching myself and dozens of other guys, I've boiled down the 3 necessary steps to this perfect transformation. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact Xer identity system blueprint. So you'll have the 3-stage roadmap to a lifelong change. You might have clicked on this video looking for a meal plan or a training program, and to be honest, if that stuff worked, you wouldn't be here looking for it again. Those things are 10% of what it takes to make this lifelong change. In this video, I'm going to show you the other 90%, but we will touch on nutrition and training. If you've been putting in the effort and you seem like you're getting nowhere, that creates a lot of frustration. And that sort of frustration is what makes your life harder and makes this process so much tougher. And that's all caused by trying to sustain a lifestyle that goes against your self-identity. My personal 70-pound transformation came from this exact system. I didn't know it back then, but what I was building was exactly this. You must be willing to apply the system without relying on motivation, which is what finally allows you to enjoy the work and love the process. So stage 1 is the metabolic blueprint. And the truth is, all effective weight loss requires more burning of calories than you eat. And this stage is about setting up 2 important components of this weight loss. Most programs give you a meal plan and a training program, but they don't teach you how they go together. Understanding that how is what actually makes a difference. So here's what we do. You want to optimize your nutrition and build a meal plan. Your starting calories are about 1.2 times your BMR. You can calculate that online. Your protein is about 0.8 to 1 gram per body weight. Your fats are 25% of your total calories you just calculated, and your carbs are the remaining amount. Now the trick is to change your calories based on the weight change week to week. And part number 2 is having a strategic training program that allows you to build muscle, look great, but also increase your resting metabolic rate, which allows you to burn fat easily day to day. At the end of all this, there's one major thing you got to do, and that's audit your effort. This is what most people don't do. Most people will tell me, oh, I'm counting calories, but it's not working. And then I'll dig a little deeper and it's like, all right, they're counting calories, but they're not tracking the sauces, but they're skipping weekends, and when they're going out, they're not even thinking about calories. That's the trick. It's the hard stuff that you gotta do. Or when they're in the gym, they're not tracking their workouts, so they don't actually know if they're progressing. They're not pushing themselves to failure. And failure is not just when it hurts, it's passing that pain and hitting actual muscular failure. When you address both of these honestly, then you've maximized stage 1. Stage 2 is what I call zero willpower mechanism. Once you have the perfect plan, this is the core of the system. This ensures you consistently stick to your plan that you built. This ensures you that you stick to the plan that you just built so that you get the change that you're looking for. Because the plan can be perfect, but if you only do it for 2 days, guess what? Nothing's gonna change. The issue is our brains are not wired for change. Our brains actually avoid change. We prefer to stay and feel how we currently do because change is scary to your subconscious mind. You will justify things like this, like making excuses that you think are valid and they really might be, but it's only stopping you from success. Things like perfectionism, when you dig down, it's really just a form of procrastination because you're scared of the result that you're gonna get. There's 2 things we do here to ensure this never becomes a problem for me or any of my guys. Number 1 is dismantling beliefs. You need to dig into the reasons why you believe things and really figure out if it's serving you or it's holding you back. So this requires questioning the things you say between the lines or the things you seem to believe. There's a method called Socratic questioning where you can learn how to question your own beliefs and figure out if what you're doing is holding yourself back or it's genuine. So it's really hard to find your own blind spots. You can do a bit of this work yourself to figure it out. The second thing is scheduling everything. Once you have something on a schedule, you can't rely on feelings to get you through it because you know it's there, you know you got to do it. If you rely on feeling, you're never going to do it. Scheduling your workouts, your meal prep, your times to eat, your grocery shopping, all of that is scheduled and set on your calendar like it's as important as brushing your teeth. You wouldn't skip brushing your teeth because you're busy. Right? Just like how you wouldn't skip going to the gym if you're busy. These 2 methods force the creation of a permanent identity change. So being fit becomes who you are rather than something you're trying to be. And now you can start genuinely enjoying the process, and that's stage number 3. Stage number 3 is what I call the identity shield. So stage 1 was what to do, stage 2 was how to do it for a long period of time, and stage 3 is why the weight stays off. It's pretty much a defense mechanism for all the work that you just did. So the truth is, the result of stages 1 and 2 is the recreated identity. You just did something new for a long period of time without giving up at all. And this new identity is protected by a deep investment in your self-improvement, something that the past you didn't do. To guarantee this defense shield never fails, you gotta install a couple things, such as a system that ensures the fastest fix as soon as you mess up or even thinking about messing up. This creates the shortest possible feedback loop, so as soon as you have a negative thought or feeling, you can fight back immediately and it doesn't take over your brain. This is done through something like immediate support or accountability to avoid slipping up at all. Because your new identity rejects regression, which is going back to your old ways, you immediately start fixing your negative thought loop. This combination of commitment and real-time feedback allows you to hold on to this new identity for as long as possible. When you hold on to this for as long as possible, it's more likely that this identity becomes truly you and you keep the weight loss forever. And that's the extra identity system framework. And now you have the blueprint to achieve confidence, mental clarity, and the body control that me and all my members experience. But now you have a choice. You can take this powerful framework and try to implement it yourself. Now you gotta become your own detective, manually find your blind spots, create a system with the shortest feedback loop to make sure you stay on track. Basically, you gotta rely on your own discipline to create this identity change for a permanent transformation. Or you can skip the trial and error and get guaranteed results. You can choose to work with me to install the entire Extra identity system for you, getting you specialized coaching, belief dismantling, 24/7 accountability, all of which are required to execute stage 1, 2, and 3 flawlessly. So if you're ready to fully commit for me to build you the Extra identity system and make that insane physique transformation you've been looking to do forever, the next step is simple. You can click the first link in the description below and book a call with me. On this call, we'll analyze your specific situation, find your limiting beliefs, and create a personalized version of the Extra identity system to install for you. Then we'll discuss exactly how we can move forward so you can have this physique transformation as fast as possible. So I'll leave a link to that below. If not, I still hope you use this framework to change your life. We'll see you on the other side.